So who can forget this moment on the 2016 campaign trail?
Look at my African American over here. Look at him. Are you the greatest? Do you know what I'm talking about?
At the time, you said that you weren't offended by what the then candidate Trump, I should say, said. So,
right.
What have you seen since Trump's become president? What has changed your mind about him and about the party?
Well, I mean, he and the party have just shown that they have no interest in any other group but whites. You know, whites are the primary group. Everyone else may get crumbs, but his whole agenda is targeted toward benefiting whites, and that for the GOP as well. The GOP is, you know, they want to slash Social Security, they want to slash welfare, but they don't say diddly squat about cutting subsidies, you know, loan guarantees, lucrative government contracts, and whatever else for the wealthy. And so they're all about themselves.
Mm-hmm. You know what folks are going to say, well, shouldn't you have known that earlier? What took you so long to get there, Gregory?
Well, you know, when I've been in the party for I don't know how many years now, but, you know, I joined the party because there are so many people who just sit on the sidelines and complain. They get in front of their computer and just whine and complain and complain. I'm a doer, and so I joined the party to try to make a difference.
Right.
I fell in love with the history of the Republican Party, and I just felt that within me that I could make a difference. I could bring awareness to the plight of black people and just have the people, you know, join me in that and trying to make a change. Mm-hmm. But the more I worked toward that end, the more resistance I was met with. And so finally just came to the point where I just could not stomach the rejection anymore and said, sayonara.
Part of, you know, let's call it what it is now, this president's obsession with his predecessor, the former president Barack Obama I'm talking about. On his way to his campaign rally just tonight, he didn't address a question from CNN's Boris Sanchez about President Obama's book deal.
Barack Obama's book deal, sir. President Trump, Barack Obama's book deal, sir. Why is it problematic?
With me, but I'll see you on the plane.
But he sure had a lot to say about the former president earlier, tweeting this. Look at the Obama book deal or the ridiculous Netflix deal. I don't know, why does he care about that? And later, just 2 words, Obama, Netflix? It's not hard to figure out what this is all about. Donald Trump is the first reality TV president. He made his name on the national stage as a caricature of a billionaire businessman on The Apprentice. A caricature of a billionaire businessman on The Apprentice. Caricature. We know he spends much of his day in so-called executive time watching cable TV, cable news, and tweeting about it. So if there's anything that's going to get under this president's skin, it is the former president, Barack Obama, and his Netflix deal. And speaking of deals, the man who claims that he wrote The Art of the Deal, even though we know he used a ghostwriter, is not going to be happy about Barack Obama and Michelle Obama's book deals, netting them a combined advance of well over $60 million. Despite this president's repeated demands for an investigation of the Obama's book and TV deals, demands he may be making to distract from questions about exactly who is staying at his hotels and resorts and how much he is making as a result, there's clearly no comparison. Barack Obama is now a private citizen, not the president of the United States. He's free to make any kind of deal he wants. And why did the Obamas get those huge deals? I mean, I can't believe I'm even asking you this question. You know the answer. There's nothing nefarious about it. It's just how many people want to read their books and watch their TV shows. A lot of them. But this is not a new obsession for this president. He also tweeted this about Barack Obama this morning, quoting the New York Times about all the judges he put on the bench, outstripping the former president. He said this about this just last week.
President Obama gave me a beautiful birthday present when he gave me 138 judges that weren't approved. And frankly, how do you consider that being a great president when you hand to the opposition 138 slots of federal judges, including appellate court judges, and 1 Supreme Court judge?
Yep. Actually tried to blame his predecessor for leaving vacancies on the bench when let's remember it was Mitch McConnell who refused even to consider President Barack Obama's Supreme Court nomination of Merrick Garland, insisting on waiting until after the election. Let's remember Donald Trump launched his political career with years of repeated racist birther attacks on President Obama. And let's remember, because President Trump probably hasn't forgotten, this moment was at the 2011 White House Correspondents' Dinner.
No one is happier, no one is prouder to put this birth certificate matter to rest than the Donald. And that's because he can finally get back to focusing on the issues that matter. Like, did we fake the moon landing? What really happened in Roswell? And where are Biggie and Tupac?
Wow. Presidents with sense of humor, the good old days. But here's the thing. The president actually does a whole lot of things that he criticized his predecessor for. Remember all the many, many times he slammed Barack Obama for playing golf?
Obama, it was reported today, played 250 rounds of golf. Everything's executive order because he doesn't have enough time because he's playing so much golf. Obama ought to get off the golf course and get down there. I'm going to be working for you. I'm not going to have time to go play golf. He played more golf last year than Tiger Woods. This guy plays more golf than people on the PGA Tour. I love golf. I think it's one of the greats, but I don't have time. But if I were in the White House, I don't think I'd ever see Turnberry again. I don't think I'd ever see Doral again. But I'm not going to be playing much golf, believe me. If I win this, I'm not going to be playing much golf.
Do I even need to go through the list of the many, many times? He said he wouldn't be playing golf as president, right? But so far, he has spent 231 days at his own golf clubs, including this weekend when he played at the Trump National Golf Club in Virginia. So, yeah, it looks like President Trump just cannot quit Barack Obama. I wish I knew how to quit you. And as he does the very thing that he criticizes his predecessor for. Guess what? Presidents should relax. They shouldn't be hypocritical when other presidents did the same thing that they're doing.